Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's MTG box analysis will focus on the opening of a Wilds of Eldraine collector booster box that took place on October 9th, 2023. We'll begin the analysis by looking at all of the cards that we pulled from the 12 collector booster packs. Then we'll step into how much of the main set and the Enchanting Tales subset we covered by non-foil and foil, along with a breakdown of coverage by rarity and a look at box duplication. Following this, we'll establish a baseline for value with a look at the current value of the sets before moving into a recap of the actual observed value. Finally, we'll conclude with a summary. If you want to go deeper into the analysis and see all of the metrics for this box and more than 160 others, simply join the channel at the Give Me the Data level to download the analysis. Let's start the analysis with a review of the box contents in relation to the cards that we had a potential to acquire. Utilizing this chart, we can differentiate the cards available to us from the primary Wilds of Eldraine set depicted in gray from the actual foils we saw in orange and the non-foils we saw in green. In the realm of the non-foils, it's important to note that collector booster packs are limited to just showcase, borderless, and extended art cards. In today's box, we saw 7 non-foil showcase cards, 5 borderless cards, and 6 extended art cards. Turning our attention to the foils, we observed between 13 and 22 cards for each of the primary colors of Magic, and additionally, this box included 2 foil showcase and 6 foil extended art cards. From the Enchanting Tales subset, we saw between 4 and 6 non-foils for each of the colors of Magic, and between 2 and 4 foils for each of the colors. We also saw 2 non-foil anime borderless cards, but none in foil. And if you watch the box opening, you know that Pack 1, Card 1 contained one of the 20 confetti foil anime borderless chase cards. Moving into coverage, from the main Wilds of Eldraine set, we saw 18 unique non-foils out of a possible 83 cards. This gave us 22% coverage of the cards that we were eligible to see. Breaking it down, we saw 35% of the showcase, 45% of the borderless, and 12% of the extended art cards. In the foil space, we ended up seeing 109 unique foils out of a possible 349 cards, giving us 31% coverage of the main set. Our highest coverage among the primary colors of Magic was in red with nearly 50% coverage. Moving into the Enchanting Tales subset, we ended up seeing 25 of the 83 cards in non-foil for 30% coverage. And in the foil space, we saw 15 unique cards for 18% coverage. And because we saw one of the 20 confetti foils, we saw 5% of the subset. Pivoting to coverage by rarity, in today's box we saw 15 of the 62 main set rares that we were eligible to see in non-foil for 24% coverage. We also saw 3 of the 21 mythics for 14% coverage. In the foil space, we saw 48% of the commons, 45% of the uncommons, as well as 17 of the 122 rares for 14% coverage, and 3 of the 41 mythics, good enough for 7% coverage. In the Enchanting Tales subset, we saw 67% of the uncommons in non-foil, along with 10 of the 35 rares for 29% coverage, and 3 of the mythics for 10% coverage. In the foil space, we again saw 67% of the uncommons, and 3 of the 35 rares for 9% coverage. In total, we ended up seeing 50 rares and 10 mythics within these 12 packs when we include the 5 rares and 1 mythic from the Commander subset. From a duplication standpoint, the only duplication that we saw in this box was from the full art basic land category, and since there's only 5 of them available in the set and 12 packs, duplication is always going to happen in a collector booster box. In today's box, we ended up seeing 4 of the lands repeated 7 times, giving this box a duplication rate of 5%. Now, before we get into the value of today's collector booster box, let's first check in on how the set is performing. This chart shows all 349 cards that you can pull out of the main Wilds of Eldraine set from a collector booster pack. Currently, the set features 10 cards valued over $10, and 5 of these are valued over $20, with Agatha's Soul Cauldron in extended art demanding $52.38 in market value. The main set also features 8 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 47 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 284 cards in the set are currently valued less than $1. And here's a look at the current market value of the Enchanting Tales subset. Currently, the subset features 39 cards valued over $10. This includes all 20 of the hard-to-pull confetti foils, 12 of the 20 anime borderless cards, and 7 cards from the main set. The subset also contains 8 cards valued between $5 and $10, and 21 cards valued between $1 and $5. The other 35 cards within the subset currently have a value less than $1 each. Now let's take a look at how the two sets have been performing since release. This chart shows the total market value of the 374 cards from the main set and the 103 cards from the Enchanting Tales subset. On release day, the 374 cards in the main set had a total market value of $364.29, and today those same cards are valued at $454.71. That's an increase of $91.42, or 25% of the starting set value. The 63 core cards from the Enchanting Tales subset started out at $216.94 and are now up $41.70 to $258.64. The 20 anime borderless cards from the Enchanting Tales subset started out at $370.28 and are now up just a bit to $387.02. Finally, the 20 confetti foils started at an amazing $2,128.21. Currently, those things have stabilized 21% off of their release prices at a total market value of $1,687.07 for the full set. So, what kind of value did we end up seeing today? Well, from the main set in the non-foil space, we only saw one card valued over $5, and it was the Talion, the Kindly Lord, valued at $7.47. We did see 6 cards in the $1 to $5 range, but the other 11 non-foils that we picked up are valued less than a buck. In the traditional foil space, this box performed much better with 3 big hits. We saw the Virtue of Loyalty, valued at $11.03, Hilda of the Icy Crown, valued at $13.06, and one of the top 5 cards, the Moonshaker Cavalry in Extended Art, valued at $33.56. We didn't see any cards valued between $5 and $10, but we did see 5 foils in the $1 to $5 range. The other 108 main set foils that we saw are currently valued less than $1. Within the Enchanting Tales subset, we saw 3 more big hits. We saw the land tax from the main set, currently valued at $11.03. We saw the anime borderless Kindred Discovery, valued at $13.06. And of course, we saw the confetti foil Aggravated Assault, currently valued at $27.61. We also saw 1 card in the $5 to $10 range and 4 cards in the $1 to $5 range. The remaining 17 non-foils from the subset are currently valued less than $1 each. Now, in the foil space, we nearly struck out, only seeing 2 cards in the $5 to $10 range and 1 card in the $1 to $5 range. The other 12 foils that we saw from the subset are currently valued less than a buck. So how did this box perform? Well, a very kind viewer of the channel, Alan F., donated this box to the channel for cracking and analysis. The market price for these boxes as of October 3rd, 2023 was $198.47. The Wilds of Eldraine Collector Booster Box does contain 12 packs, each with 15 cards, allowing you to see 180 cards plus tokens. Now, the 6 Commander cards that we saw in today's box have a total market value of $8.06. The 40 cards from the Enchanting Tales subset have a total value of $88.10. From the main set, the 12 tokens that we saw are valued at $5.60. The 12 full art basic lands are valued at $7.50. The 48 commons came up to be $3.94 in market value, and the 36 uncommons that we saw are valued at $5.11. The 32 rares have a current market value of $26.48, and the 6 main set mythics are valued at $71.18. Add it all up, and the grand total for this box comes up to be $216.10 in card market value, which is a gain of $17.63 over the market price of the box. That means that it returned 109% of the market price in card value. Now, for those of you interested in cards valued just over $2, the numbers look like this. In total, we saw 19 cards valued over $2 in this box, and they have a current combined value of $160.82, which means that those 19 cards represent 74% of the total box value. Thanks again, Alan, for loaning me this box to crack open on the channel and share the details with the community. All the cards are headed your way. If you want me to crack open something for you, drop me an email at mtgboxanalysis@gmail.com and we'll talk. So far on the channel, I've opened up 5 collector boxes. Let's compare how these boxes stack up and what you're likely to expect from a box of your own. From a coverage perspective, these 5 boxes have produced about 23% of the main set non-foils that you're eligible to see. Each box has included exactly 109 main set foils, which is 32% of the 344 available cards. From the Enchanting Tales subset, the boxes have contained 24 non-foils, or about 29%, and 16 foils, unless, of course, there's a confetti foil, then we've only seen 15 main set foils. From the Commander subset, we saw between 3 and 5 non-foils and 1 to 2 foils per box. And here's a breakdown of the number of cards by rarity and set for each of the boxes. Because of the slotting, every single box will contain 48 main set common foils, 36 main set uncommon foils, 12 Enchanting Tales uncommons in both foil and non-foil. While all boxes will contain a combined 60 rares and mythics, differentiation will be present in the counts of the rares and mythics. The least number of rares that we've seen is 49, and the least amount of mythics that we've seen in any of these boxes is 9. Finally, let's review the value of the boxes by card rarity. I've adjusted all of the values of the previous openings to today's market values, so we are doing a true apples to apples comparison. In these 5 boxes, the highest value among the common cards came in box 3 with $5.82. In box 1, we saw the highest amount of uncommon value with $9.17. Box 3 again saw the most value in the rare slot with $28.78, and Box 1 saw the most main set mythic value with $94.60. From the Enchanting Tales subset, Box 1 also saw the most value in the uncommon slot with $4.49 in total value, and today's box saw the most value in the rare slot with $52.22 in value. Box 2 saw the most mythic value with $90.62, which was just a hair over Box 3. Now, from the Commander subset, Box 2 saw the most value with $14.10, and Box 3 saw the most value in the Mythic slot with $3.83. Of the 5 boxes, Box 2 ended up producing the most value with $256.27 in card value, but all of the boxes except for one produced more than $200 in card value. I'm not sure what was up with Box 4. I hope you've enjoyed this 5 collector box comparison. If you did, throw me a thumbs up and drop me a comment. Get early access to videos, download the analysis for every box open on the channel, and personally DM me, just like these fine people, all by becoming a member of the channel through YouTube or over at mtgboxanalysis.com. You'll find links in the description. Until next time, do something amazing.